Good day. Today is on the 10th September. Every year, you must consider one of the world challenges and one of the problems that the world deal with, and that is called suicide. We are using this medium to create an awareness and information on the need for us to prevent this particular menace in a human society. The word suicide is a Latin word. It started from suicide, which means self-killing. And when it happened first time, 2000 before Christ, between two lovers, or 1800 years before Christ, between two brothers, where this happens. In that regard, it's something that needs to be understood as a social menace. Unfortunately, it was initially seen as a medical problem. But over time, researches conducted and case reports shows that this problem emanates from social challenges, either due to frustrations, pressures, or distress in a social setting, contribute to risk factors to self-killing episode called suicide. The major risk factors that promote this particular menace in society all over the world is family history. If you know of a child whose one of the parents probably committed suicide, such a child should be watched over very carefully. Number two, environmental factor. A young boy, an individual growing in a community where it is common. Maybe peer group. Our young children today, the youth, are fond of these. Children daring themselves, you cannot do this, you do that. If I do this, what will happen? Nothing will happen, I will do it. So all of these have contributed to suicide. Now, finally, previous attempts or suicide ideation. If someone has been called to have attempted to do it before, eyes should be placed on such person as a risk factor that is going to do it again. So what's the solution? How do we prevent this? Now we're going to identify 5 major things or steps that can help us to prevent the menace of self-killing in a community or family of nowadays. Now, there's need for government or people in power to play the major role. Economic empowerment, improve economic system, and the ease of livelihood. Again, you have what is called social sensitivity. Social sensitivity is so important. You're looking at the possibility of preventing the occurrence of this practice. So to prevent suicide, social sensitivity play a lot of role. Parents who abuse children or who probably inflict some kind of languages or words, who now begin to feel and see themselves hopeless in life. Parents that condemn their children, that the child begin not to see any good thing of herself or himself, and eventually have ideation of suicide. Number 3, reduce access to lethal means, dangerous means of one's killing himself. Now, this also becomes government and parents' responsibility. Healthy organization policies and culture. Now, in a company or in a system, there must be a policy and practices that capture this kind of feelings or events that may occur in an individual. Similarly, workers, doctors, nurses in health centers and private health sectors should be given training so as to receive enough knowledge to capture some of these activities or signs and symptoms in an individual that is being seen for another illness, to have suspected that this person is having suicidal ideation or suicidal attempt, or is beginning to turn to depressive disorder. Now, finally, it is also very important to involve what is called community-based policy and practices. So you can reduce this practice by involving the community. And when you're talking of community, you're talking of the ballets, the chiefs, the elders, the pastors, the imams, the community leaders, the youth leaders, the market women leaders, and all the lives in the society. So until another time, let us work together to abolish this menace. Do not think it is over about you. No matter the challenges you are facing today, some people have gone through the same and they are doing well today. We shall live long in health and in peace.